defendant in the, I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct?
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
All right, everyone, I'm excited to share one of the most confused sovereign citizens I've ever seen on this channel. This guy clearly has no clue what's going on. He didn't even realize he was the defendant in his own case. How do you show up in court without realizing you're the one being tried? Let me know in the comments how you rate his level of confusion on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll share my rating at the end. Spoiler alert, it's definitely well above 10. I do want to stay respectful though, because I'm not sure if there's a bigger issue here, and I do feel a little sorry for him. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, and let's dive into this.
Yeah, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case. Mr. Walker, you failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
It's safe for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear, and on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver, and the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay. Well, Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right. Can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There is no defendant in the.
Now do you see why I question this guy's grasp on reality? I'm definitely not one to make fun of anyone with disabilities, but this guy seems to be really out of touch. There's no excuse for this at this point. He was offered free legal counsel, turned it down, and now he's sitting there, ready to sign a form acknowledging the risks of representing himself. Then his first question to the judge is, am I the defendant? Can anyone make sense of this? Is this some kind of sovereign citizen script, or is he just totally confused? How do you not know you're the defendant, especially when you're sitting in court while incarcerated? Even if you know nothing about the law, that's kind of a basic thing to understand. If this is meant to be part of the Sovereign Citizen Act, it's one of the least convincing performances I've ever seen. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's dive back in.
I'm accused of. There is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah. But no victim, correct? No victim in the crime? No victim?
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim that
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you, and that if you can't afford to hire one, one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why would we play the game
in front of me.
This guy is seriously out here asking some of the most bizarre questions for the record. Questions like, am I incarcerated right now? Are you the judge? He definitely needs a serious reality check. I'm starting to think this sovereign citizen might be playing dumb, or maybe even pretending to be unstable. Here's the thing, asking the judge if he's the defendant could actually be part of a strategy. He could be trying to look clueless on purpose to build the legal defense later. If you didn't know, there's something called ineffective assistance of counsel, where defendants claim they didn't fully understand their rights or the charges in order to get a verdict overturned. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's trying to do. But what do you think? Does he genuinely not understand, or is he just acting? Honestly, it's hard to say. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive back in.
Being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket. October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You've got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I would be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right. I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like you failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
This guy isn't getting out anytime soon. And honestly, that's on him. He had the chance to get free legal counsel, but he turned it down like it was some kind of trap. I understand that sovereign citizens are caught up in their conspiracy theories, but it's hard to see why they don't at least accept standby counsel. The law is going to catch up with you no matter what. If these people truly believed the court had no jurisdiction, wouldn't it make more sense for them to just stay silent? That would be more respectful than reciting their odd scripts. They're so stuck in their strange beliefs, they can't even take basic steps to help themselves. Like this guy, he was offered help, rejected it, and now he's completely lost about his own case. I do feel a little bad for him, though. If there's a mental health issue involved, that's unfortunate, but it doesn't excuse falling down the sovereign citizen rabbit hole. These folks always act like they're above the law, but the law doesn't care what they believe. The court will do what it's going to do, no matter how much they argue otherwise. It's sad to watch, even if it's admittedly a bit entertaining. If this guy had a little common sense, he could have had someone help him navigate this. Instead, he's out here asking if he's the defendant, just a total mess. What do you think? Is he plain dumb, or does he genuinely not get it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Take care.